Well, welcome back on the live stream. Welcome back to the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here in a very windy Abu Dhabi. We're on the Sultan bin Zayed field for the second of our two clashes here this afternoon, and well done to Polo Line. They've dismantled and they have recreated from field to field in about 20 minutes, so pretty impressive, boys. Well done. We are ready to go pretty much. We've got 8 players out there and 2 umpires, and the stage is set for this contest between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Lining up for Abu Dhabi, they will be playing in their white shirts with the purple trim. At number 1, the captain and patron sponsor is Faris Al-Yabouni. At 2, Ricardo Aitigaros. At 3, Felix Essayin. And at the back, Alfredo Capella. Their opponents in their distinctive red shirts, Habtoor Polo. Mohamed Al Habtoor takes the number 1 shirt. At number 2, Lola Bajuga. At 3 is Bauti Bajuga. And at the back, Senor Juan Jaureche. Both teams equaling 20 goals. The full complement of handicap for this Ghantoot International Polo Championships, 2nd edition. We're in play, folks. We are in play. Who's got it? Essayin there, reaching out, trying to get control here for Abu Dhabi, and he's done just that on the chestnut. Goes well, this little mare. And an immediate whistle. It was Juan Jaureche to try to come in there in defence and try and put the squeeze on Felix Essayin, but he may well have parked himself on the right of way. Perhaps not enough room for the ball carrier to get to the ball without the collision. That's what the umpires have decided. And it's going to be a penalty attempt here for Alfredo Capella. The big man circling around here on the grey pony. It's a penalty too, and it's a nice way for Capella to warm up with the goal scoring. Having said that, he absolutely slapped that. Did not get any good contact at all, but it's through the middle. He won't care. He's got the first score, and the first score has gone to Abu Dhabi. Bauti Bajuga trying to reverse that one into the path of Jaureche. Just came up a little bit short. Mohamed Al Habtoor is there. He's had the ball stolen away by Capella. Capella on the grey now, back in defence, trying to set up an attack here for Abu Dhabi. Goes past Bauti Bajuga. Switching to the near side there is Lolo. He's done well here. And he's taken the contact with Aitigaros, who had his stick raised, but he ain't going to get anything for that as Bajuga brings this one up over the halfway line and opens up. Nice drive downfield. It's leaking out to the right-hand side. It's going to come up a fraction short, and Abu Dhabi will have to go back in defence and deal with this. Nicely brought around the corner by Felix Essayin. Oh, and a little miscontrol, and the miscontrol may have worked in his favour because everyone's gone in the wrong direction and he was able to get back to the ball. Having said that, it's been stolen away here by Bajuga, and Bajuga's backhander is infield towards Mohamed. Mohamed goes for the open backhander. He's got some support here from Juan Jaureche. Jaureche going through the challenge of Capella. Jaureche up in front of goal, and Jaureche's gone wide. Well, it was a good backhander, wasn't it, by Bauti Bajuga. Put the ball back into the mixer, but they couldn't convert. And the chance just sliding wide there to the left. Under his neck now, and another miss hit from Capella, very unusual. He duffed the penalty, and he's duffed that one, but he's duffed it into a good area. And his teammate has possession of the ball. Back to Capello. That one's come off the pony. Huar is the call, and he will turn it around the corner. Lolo keeping possession of the ball here. Bajuga now up over the 60, looking to try and get this one down towards goal. He shoots down towards the post, has another go at it, and that's nicely worked by Lolo Bajuga, who gets the opening score here for Habtoor and ties the match. Pops out nicely here for Abu Dhabi in the form of Felix Essain. He's been told to get on with it. The umpire's telling him to use it, and he's found a pass to Haiti Garros. Garros' pass up towards Faris, and it's just about got through here, and Faris has done well. He goes for the next shot. Faris Al Yabouni, that's really good, and a little bit unlucky. He's a whisker wide to the right. Pass just coming up a fraction short, if we're being picky, and Faris had to just wait for that ball instead of being able to run onto it, but he did very well and was unlucky to miss the target. The Reds with the ball here from their own back line. That one's gone out from Hauric. He was looking for Bauti Bajuga. Capella's going to beat him to the ball here and get the backhander infield, and turning onto that is Essain coming through at pace here on the chestnut. Goes for the near side backhander and a whistle. Lolo Bajuga was there. He had his stick raised and he was right next to the umpire. There's the play going across the field, and he tried to get back to the ball and go near side, but there was too much angle on that entry and the umpires didn't like it. We've got 3-3-1 on the clock. It's 1-1 here between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor, and the ball has been placed down on the halfway point of the field. It's going to be a 5B in favour of the Reds. A couple of Habtoor players have changed their horses, including Mohamed Al Habtoor, who's joining the action now. Juan Hauric, of course, aware of that, so he's taking all of the allocated time and waiting for his sponsor to get into position and maybe get on the end of this pass. Juan now nudging us back into play here as he taps it forward out to the left-hand side. Oh, and that's a little bit too close to the pony of Bajuga. And two coming through will always get the better of one. And look at this, it's Juan Hauric who's escaped. And Juan flicks that little open shot towards goal. He's got the score. Nicely worked by Juan Hauric. And the Reds are in the lead here. It's Habtoor 2, Abu Dhabi 1. Well, Capella came flying through looking to try and get the head-to-head meet, but he was outnumbered because there was a pair in possession of the ball, and ultimately sold himself a little bit cheaply. 2:46 on the clock. There's a whistle. Bit of contact in the throw, and the umpire didn't like. Players over the line. We're underway this time. Who's got it? Nicely worked forward here by Felix Essain. Oh, the pass was on, wasn't it? Faris was in a good position, but he couldn't get bat on ball. And nicely worked around the corner here by Juan Hauric, who looks like he's in the mood. He's got Bajuga going downfield. Juan's skied that one. He's going to have to just ease this pony back to him. That's good skills by Juan Hauric. He'll have a second go at it. The hook comes in there by Haiti Garros, and Haiti goes near side. He's working hard there, Garros, but he hasn't quite changed the course of play, although he comes in there with a challenge. And once again slows the Habtoor attack down. It's Bajuga now on the far side, backed up by his younger brother. Bauti Bajuga working it into space, goes to the near side under the neck. It's infield, and lining this up on the near side is Capella, and Capella will just ease into the ride off there. He nudges Juan Hauric out of the way and lets the ball cross the line. It's going to be a knock in here, and they may take a quick one because Hauric was off the field. He's out of position, scrambling to get back in defence now, and Capella's absolutely spanked it up over the halfway line. Near side play coming in there from Haiti Garros, but he's been well marked here by Bauti Bajuga, who had the horsepower to nudge Garros out of the way and takes the ball down into the corner and away from the danger zone. got some support here. Haurechi. Waiting for the player to clear. And then finds an under the next shot. Nicely played there by Juan Haurechi. He's found Lolo Bajuga, but a nice, well-timed nudge coming in from Garros. And that's put Lolo Bajuga off that swing and off that shot. And Garros has done really well here. He's gone past his man. Oh, he's just left it behind. But there is a whistle. There was a whistle. There was strength in numbers there potentially for Abu Dhabi. We had Felix Hessain tucked in behind his 6-goal teammate, and there's the foul crossing in front of the second man, as you can clearly see on the replay. And the umpire's once again right on the money. So it will be Alfredo Capella teeing the ball up. And he'll certainly want a better contact than his previous penalty at the far end of the field, which was very uncharacteristic of such a good ball striker. Much better from Capella, opens his shoulders, and that sounded a lot better. He's smashed it over the top. And he has got the score. Not going to be enough time to get back to the centre. I think that's what the Abu Dhabi team were just double checking. And how the clock works. We work down to 30 seconds and then we get the first hooter, which means we will not continue in this first chukka. And at the end of the first, we can't separate Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. A good opening exchange. It's 2-2. Well, welcome back to all of our Polo liners on the live stream. 2-2, start of the second. This wonderful setting. The field looks in incredible condition. The Sultan bin Zayed field. It really is a lovely setting. A little bit more sheltered from the wind than we were on field 2. And in fact, the wind just dropping a little bit. And the conditions pretty much perfect here for some late afternoon polo. Bauti Bajuga, back in defence here for Habtoor. Just dancing right and then back to the left and trying to escape the attentions of Faris Al-Yabouni. And then he's found an absolute ripper of a pass up towards Mohammed. And Mohammed picks the ball up outside the 60. He's gone out to the right-hand side, needs a nice little under the neck shot. Didn't quite get the shot he was looking for. And the backhander from Capella is out towards Faris. Oh, Faris Al-Yabouni. Straightening up, the whistle's gone. Lolo Bajuga is questioning the decision. They will go upstairs. Faris Al-Yabuni doing a really good job out of the turn there, claiming the line. And he got himself on the end of that lovely angled near-side backhander from Capella. It had a great angle on it, didn't it? And one of those where perhaps Lolo Bajuga, when he went to go to the ball, thought that Faris wasn't there, but by the time he actually played it, Al-Yabuni looked like he was well positioned. Alfredo Capella looking to go back into the lead here for Abu Dhabi from 60 yards. Not the cleanest of contacts, but he's got it high and he's got it straight, and that's all that matters. He's cleared those defenders and he has opened up an advantage here for Abu Dhabi. It's 3-2. Bauti Bajuga glancing over his left shoulder. And a bit of a miss hit there from Bauti. He was trying to get that one down towards Lolo, but it's been intercepted here by Capella. And Capella's done well. Will go near side, picks that one up and brings it infield. Possibly a bit too much angle on that from Capella, and he's shown too much of that to Juan Haudeche. Haudeche across the field. Back in defence here for Habtoor, the number 4. Oh, and a miscommunication there. He left the ball for Bauti Bajuga, and Bauti Bajuga went for the pass. And, well, they're lucky to get away with that, but get away with it they have. Here's Juan Haudeche down towards Bauti Bajuga. Little flick there on the near side. Still in possession. Oh, nice little show and go, and he's absolutely burnt Capella. He's gone around the outside. Will he go for the next shot from here? He loves this under the next shot. He's overcooked the angle slightly. And Lolo will have to try and go for the open backhander back towards goal. Faris Al-Yabuni is there. He's been called out of it by Felix Essayin. Essayin putting the brakes on. He's got Capella tucked in behind. Capella now. Ooh, a miscontrol from him. And nicely picked up by Bajuga. He's working it down towards goal. After that little mistake from Capella, Bajuga having done all the work, he's got some support. It's Haudeche. Surely from there he's going to turn the corner, wait for the space to open, and he strokes it through the posts. We've got 3-3 here between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Players scrambling to get back in time, having changed horses. And I don't think, well, there's a couple of Abu Dhabi players who would have been offside. Garros now back onside and ready to get back in defence. The ball is with Lolo Bajuga. Decides to just bring it forward before going for a next shot pass out towards his brother. Bauti sets himself. Oh, and the chance was on, wasn't it? The space had opened up, but he couldn't quite get enough cut on it, and it's off target wide to the left. Alfredo Capella goes round the outside of Bartolomé Bajuga. Needs some support here from Felix Essayin. And a little bit grubby this. But Felix finding a little bit of space now and opening up and going past Haurechi. Nice work here from Felix Essayin. He's gone through the challenge there of Lolo and goes to the near side. Lovely skills from Felix. Is he going to go all the way? Takes the contact, opens up, goes back to the offside and decides to try and keep it and work it around the corner himself. He's done very well here. Felix Essayin is in on goal. Surely Essayin, lovely hook coming in there. Last line of defence, desperate defence from Habtoor, and they've got the job done. A brilliant hit downfield from Haurechi. Back is the call, and that's a half stopped in the air there by Bauti Bajuga, but Felix Essayin is back in play, and it's Essayin trying to muscle this one around the corner, through the traffic and back to goal, but he's wide to the right, and the chance has gone. Three Habtoor players changing. So Haurechi will use up all of the allocated 10 seconds that he's allowed from when the umpire calls play, to wait for his teammates to get back in position, and then he finds a pass out towards his teammate. Bajuga goes flying through. Haurechi tries to fizz that one in front of his number 3, and he's done a really good job. It's a perfect pass into the path here of Bauti Bajuga, and Bauti's on a fast one. Takes the contact there. It's Essayin who's come across in defence there to try and put the squeeze on Bauti Bajuga. And the ball looks like it's popped out of play. And it's gone out inside that 60-yard zone, so they're going to come back here. Ball will be dropped down. Play is called, and he's going to have a go at this first time. It's low. Is it straight? Takes a deflection. And it's wide. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. Don't forget we have the 30 seconds inside that time. So effectively 35 seconds remaining until the first hooter. Here comes Capella on the grey. Faris has changed and is back into position here. Al Yabouni trying to get on the end of that pass, but it's gone all the way through towards Garros, who's working hard here, and he's done a good job there of putting a well-timed bump in on Bajuga. A lovely little flick backhand pass from Mohamed Al Habtoor straight into the path of his number 4 here, Juan Haurechi. Haurechi goes through the challenge of Faris, but he couldn't get past Essayin. Bauti Bajuga goes to the near side, takes the contact. There's the first hooter. We will play the 30 here, and that one's gone long and out towards Mohamed. Mohamed coming in, and he's done well on the near side. What a pickup that is. Essayin had to get back and deal with it, and he has. Takes the hook there on Mohamed Al Habtoor and gets the ball away. Juan Haurechi comes in for the steal. Haurechi's backhander is into a dangerous area. Oh, look at the touch from Bajuga. Bajuga across the goal, but he's been hassled and harried there by Alfredo Capella, and the ball is out of play. There's the hooter, the end of the second chukker, and we can't separate these two teams at the end of that second. It's Abu Dhabi 3, Habtoor 3. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Sultan bin Zayed field here at the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Start of the third chukker. We've got all the threes on the scoreboard because Abu Dhabi and Habtoor are currently tied at 3 goals apiece. We've got ourselves a corner. It was a beautiful touch from Bauti Bajuga, who deflected that ball back towards goal, but Capella came across and was the last line of defence. He's thwarted his Argentine opponent, but in doing so he's conceded the corner, and there's going to be an opportunity here for Bautista Bajuga to put number 4 up on the scoreboard here for Habtoor from 60 yards. Ooh, dangerous height. Garros got a touch, but Aiti Garros could only deflect the ball straight through the centre of the goal, which is where it was going, in fairness. And Bajuga has got the job done. Not the best, but he'll take it. It's 4-3. Ball pops out for Bauti. Goes near side, glances over his shoulder. Will he go for the next shot from there? Steadies the pony, does love a next shot, doesn't he? And a very good striker of the ball. On that angle, has he got it? It's close, very close, but I think he's missed it on the inside, and it's wide to the right. Capella from his own back line. Couple of taps and then a whack, and he's whacked it downfield. He was looking for Felix Essayin, who's been beaten to the ball, but the backhander there was not what Haurechi was looking for. And a whistle. Lola Bajuga was there, Aiti Garros was there, and so too was the umpire's whistle. There you have it. There you have it. And he was coming through at pace, wasn't he? He was coming through at pace, and the umpires have gone to the penalty 3 marker and dropped the ball down on the 40. Great shots from the drone from behind the goal there for the benefit of all of our Polo Line live streamers. And here comes Capella with this penalty 3, looking to equalise here, 4-4. He's got the height, contact looks good. After a couple of scuffs early doors, he's back in the groove and he's pinging the ball all over the place. Lovely hit from Capella, as you'd expect. And it's 4-4 here between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Aiti Garros called off the play, but he couldn't quite hold the Habtoor defence out of the way, and Bauti Bajuga sensed an opportunity to get back to the ball, and he's done really well. He's up over the halfway line here, Bajuga, trying to outrun the reaching Garros, and he's done well here, Bajuga. Oh, look at the touch here from Bajuga. That's absolutely sensational. Hasn't scored from there, has he? Faris is back in defence. So unlucky from Bajuga. A brilliant bit of skill, but it's just come up a fraction short, and Garros is there, and he's got some support here from Felix Essayin, and Abu Dhabi have possession of the ball, and they've managed to hold out there in defence as Capella picks it up. Brings it back in field. Just trying to escape the attentions of Bajuga. Then he pings it long. Haurechi goes near side. Gets that one away towards the boards. Aiti Garros is there. Nice work from Ricardo Garros around the corner, trying to get away from... Oh, look at that. Lovely steal from Lolo. And Lolo is up, and he's looking for the cut shot. And he needs a potentially... Well, he may just go for goal from here. Is he going to have a go? Cuts it. That looks really good to me. It's on the money. Has he got it inside that post? He has. A brilliant goal on the run after a good steal. Well, he's calling it out. It had to be close. It had to be close. It looked in. Did it take a bad bounce? I thought it was in first time. We're having a look. Yeah, it's a goal. It did take a kick to the right once it bounced, but it was still inside the post. A lovely goal on the run by Bartolomé Bajuga, the number 2, the 5-goal player for Habtoor, and he brings number 5 on the scoreboard for them. They're 5-4 ahead. Possession is up for grabs. Jauretchi's there. So too is Capella. And now Garros. Bajuga. Capella's appealing for the foul. Play will continue. And Haiti Garros has done well, becoming more and more prominent in this match. He's had a really good chucker here, Haiti. Ball's just been kicked forward there by, well, Faris coming together with his own teammate. The backhander's popped out of play. It was Jauretchi's horse that kicked the ball forward and back into his path, but the backhander has gone out of play with too much angle, and this is a dangerous position. Capella's just questioning whether that ball is a bit close to the boards. And he may have a point. Here he comes. The angle was a bit tight to get around it, wasn't it? And he's gone across the face of goal. And again, he turns round to Matthias and just questions whether that ball was a bit tight to the boards. 5-4 the score remains. Juan Jauretchi decides to run into a little pocket of space. Leaves it for his teammate. Bauti Bajuga with time. Sells a dummy there to Felix Essayin. Ooh, and that's a dangerous place to leave it. Who's going to get round the corner? Jauretchi. Garros wants the whistle, stick raised. Ball just got caught under Bauti Bajuga's horse and he didn't know where it was. And Abu Dhabi have possession of the ball back here in the form of Haiti Garros. Oh, and that was the wrong choice. He tried to outrun Bajuga, had different options. Backhander coming in from Bauti, but he's given it back to Ricardo Garros. May well leave this to his teammate once again. He's tried to go past his man and he's been caught. Oh, look at the pickup on the near side. It's an absolute ripper, but he couldn't deal with the offside under the neck. And a whistle as Lolo Bajuga came absolutely steaming through. Felix Essayin wanted to turn right, and the umpires didn't like it. Well, there was space between the two players, but he was quite slow, wasn't he, Felix? Wasn't absolutely flying out of the turn. The gap was closing. And Lolo Bajuga was absolutely steaming down the line. Penalty here to the Reds. Chance to go 2 goals to the good. It's going to be big brother Bautista to convert the penalty earned by his younger brother. Oh, he's gone horribly hard at that. And, well, enough said about that, the better. That was awful. He's gone wide right. So fast, that swing. I don't know if the mare was a bit complicated. In fairness to him, maybe she was, I'm not sure. But either way, he's missed the target. Capella.1 minute remaining here until the first hooter. Good contact. coming in there in defence from Haurichi, and he's done enough to put the Abu Dhabi attack off, and possession is back with Bauti Bajuga, who's looking to make amends here for that penalty miss, and he's found a lovely pass downfield. Where's that one going? It's right in front of the post. Is it going to slide across the face? It's going to stay in play, and Abu Dhabi may have a chance here to counter. 30 seconds remaining until the first hooter. Abu Dhabi deep inside their own half. Oh, he's overplayed it, and the backhander will come in, and has he got the score? Give us a sign, goal judge. It's wide. It's wide. There should just about be time to get the ball back in play. And there is. Here comes Alfredo Capella. There's the hooter. Leaves it for his teammate, Felix Essayin. Felix didn't sound like he got all of that, did he? But he got enough on it for Capella to get something. The backhander is pretty good. It's down into a dangerous area, but first to surface is Essayin. Chops that one under his pony's neck. Bajuga. Is there enough time here for Habtoor? Backhander comes in, and Capella will meet it on the head-to-head, and he tonks it high and long and up over the halfway line. But as the ball is in flight, the second hooter goes, and that will be the end of the third. And at half-time here between Habtoor and Abu Dhabi, a really close encounter. The Reds have the advantage. It's 5-4.
Well, the fields, they look very good. We stopped it for 20, 25 days. Maybe they are like brown news, so on the beginning could be a little bit slippery, but it's because we are not using it. So the idea is to have the fields in the best condition as we can, because of the importance of this tournament for us. Well, the idea of this year, I mean, is going to be a new experience for us. We just follow Ramadan. We don't want to change our calendar because of Ramadan. So lucky we have the artificial light. So we start not in Ramadan. The first week will be not Ramadan, the first 4 games. And then the end of the tournament will be in Ramadan. So the idea is to play one game a day. Will be after iftar. So the players, they can eat a little bit, hydrate, and after 1 hour, we are going to play the game. So the game is going to be 8:30. So the idea is not to change our calendar, just follow the Ramadan till they pass, and then we continue as normal.
Well, coming here to Ghantoot is amazing. Really good fields, long ride, but it's good. And coming winning the golf, and no, good feeling. Good feeling. It's the same, I think. And to concentrate as well, the same. We talk about to be concentrated that the first match again after winning a tournament is difficult, but we do it. It's a surprise. Yeah, we were preparing all the match, and today we didn't know anything. So new team, but well, very tough game, and we have luck.
even get the call. Not even an opportunity. Well, welcome back to all of our Polo Line TV viewers. Welcome back to half-time here in this clash between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. We're going to have a look at the match stats. Field goals, Abu Dhabi 0, Habtoor 4. Throw-ins, 5 apiece. Fouls, just 2 by Abu Dhabi, 4 by Habtoor. Penalties, 4 out of 4 for Abu Dhabi and 0 from 1 for Habtoor. Although they did score a corner with that deflection via the stick of Aitigaros. There's been no yellows in the match, which is good to see. Top goal scorers, Luquin Monteverde is top of the pile with 14. Capella creeping up, he's got 10, and he's got 2 more chuckers to try and close that gap. Marcus Araja, who just played earlier, has 8 goals to his name. Bauti Bajuga, who's still out on the field, has 7 alongside Gonzalo Ferrari. Ball's in play from the centre of the field, and a clash of sticks, and possession is with Aitigaros. Little near side flick there from the number 2 for Abu Dhabi's working hard to try and get a big ride-off in on Bauti Bajuga. Oh, he's done well. Waited his time and found a little opportunity, and he's jumped all over that, and Garros may well be in. Big ride-off coming in there from Juan Jauretche, and Jauretche has done enough to put Ricardo Garros off, and the shot has gone well wide to the right. Juan Jauretche taps the ball back in. Bajuga goes down the left-hand side, taking a big deflection off his horse. Capella thought he could come in on the head-to-head, but Bauti Bajuga's done well here, and he's found a nice long pass downfield. Faris looking for the tail backhander, a swing and a miss from him on the bouncing ball, but he's got some support here in the form of Garros and Felix Hussain. Faris going downfield for the pass. Felix decides to leave this one to Capella. Capella now drops the hammer and decides to go past Bajuga, and he's found an absolute ripper of a jump. He's gone straight past him and then flicks it towards goal. Bajuga's going to have to go and deal with this, and he does on the near side. Good angle on the backhander there from Bauti Bajuga. Lola was a bit slow in getting off the mark, and that's allowed Felix Hussain to get around the corner, and Felix is in on goal. It's Hussain with a tap, and Hussain has found a nice one for Abu Dhabi. after a good backhander from Bauti Bajuga, but there was no reds on the end of it, and Abu Dhabi spun the corner and got the job done in the form of Felix Essayin, and in doing so, he has tied the match here. We've got 5-5 between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Ball in play. Bajuga to Bajuga. He gets hooked out of it there by Felix. The goal scorer there, Essayin on the chestnut, appealing for the foul. Felt that he was a bit squeezed for space on the right away, but he's still got possession of the ball here, and play will continue. He's got some support now from Capella. Decides to use Capella as a decoy, and Essayin has gone for goal. This is pretty big. Oh, unlucky. He's absolutely cranked it under his pony's neck, but he's wide to the right. Plays very well on this mare, doesn't he? And it's not surprising. She's an absolute beauty. Cut shot is out towards Bajuga. Brings it back in field. He's got some protection there from Lolo. And Haurechi is through, and Haurechi is going through at pace. Haurechi coming through onto the ball. Can he go? Oh, he's been hooked out of it by Essayin, a really important hook, but there is strength in numbers, and the shot comes through. Bajuga on target. That's nicely done. And Habtoor back into the lead here in this ding-dong battle. They go 6-5. Well, it was a really nicely worked attack. Bauti Bajuga releasing the pass, and Haurechi came through at pace. There was a hook, but the ball was left, and Bauti Bajuga, with a first-time shot, split the uprights. The whistle's gone. There's going to be a timeout here. Mohammed Al Habtoor has been allowed to change his horse. Maybe a little bit of broken tack. And the umpire's deciding to give the players a free change. Mohammed having changed that pony that lost a shoe. Faris is coming back, and he'll be the last of them to join them at the centre. We're back in play. Haurechi from the back of the pack. Tried to get a bit more cut on that. He was trying to get it back towards Bauti Bajuga, but it's gone a little bit straight. Essayin, who's had a good second half thus far, playing really well here. Felix. He's come around the corner. He's been hooked out of it by Lolo, but he may have another go at it here on the near side. Back to the offside comes Essayin. Didn't quite get the touch he was looking for, and Juan Haurechi has it. Juan. Nice little show and go to get away from Capella. Still going here is Juan Haurechi. Couldn't pick up the bouncing ball, and Capella says thank you very much. He sweeps that one under his pony's neck and out into space, and the counter-attack is on here. Haiti Garros has gone long. He knows how hard this guy can hit the ball. Can he find the pass? Well, he's gone, got some support from Essayin. The pass didn't come through, but Capella's still in play, and he's switching to the near side. Essayin now. Garros has tucked in behind after having gone downfield for that pass, and Abu Dhabi systematically working this one downfield, but they've overridden it, and it's Bauti Bajuga now. Fakes to go left and comes back to the right. Gets well ridden out of it by Felix Essayin, and Essayin trying to thread that one through to Capella, who'd found an advanced position. Couldn't quite get it through. Decides to try and outrun Lola Bajuga. Haiti Garros has picked up the loose ball. Garros around the corner, gets hooked out of it, and a whistle there as Bauti Bajuga came in for a piece of the action. Capella looked like he was well positioned, and the umpire's whistle stops the clock with 1:52 remaining here in the fourth. Capella and Garros have changed. The ball's been teed up by Essain, and it will be the big man, the back here for Abu Dhabi, who's going to circle around on this bay pony with the star. And he's going to look to stroke this one through from 30 yards. Capella, he's got it. It was close to that left-hand post, but it is good. The flag is raised. The goal is good. And the score here is 6 goals apiece between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Couple of players just getting a little bit close to the line. It's popped out nicely for Felix Essain, who got some protection there from Garros, who took Lola Bajuga out of the play and allowed his teammate a little bit more time on the ball. Nice work from Capella, who's evaded the hook of Bauti Bajuga. Leaves it here for Aiti Garros. Garros now nudging that one past Jauretche and past Bajuga. He's got another Bajuga to get past, and well, he hasn't quite done that. Lolo came in for the ride-off, and he's done well. Ball still in play here. A full pirouette there from Bauti Bajuga, and then a pass out towards Juan Jauretche. Jauretche goes first time at that. Mohamed Al Habtoor coming through. Mohamed with Faris. 2 number ones. Good work here from Mohamed Al Habtoor. He looks like he's gone beyond Faris. He couldn't quite get the ball around the corner. Jauretche getting there ahead of Essain, cutting that one back towards goal. And a whistle on the play as Mohamed Al Habtoor tried to get back to the ball. Felix Essain was there. The umpire's whistle will end the 4th chukker, and what a great chukker it was. It's tight, it's tense, and it's very, very close. It can't get any closer. It's 6-6 between Abu Dhabi and Habtoor. Welcome back. Here's the replay. Good work from Jauretche. And there you have it. Mohamed coming across there. I think that's what the umpires have seen. And it could well be a penalty 5 spot hit. Let's see what they come up with. There's the chukker by chukker. 2-2 at the end of the first. 3-3 at the end of the second. At half-time, it was 5-4. And at the end of the fourth, 6-6. It really couldn't get much tighter than that. Both of these teams needing a win, of course, having been defeated in their first outings. Abu Dhabi put up a really big performance against UAE. And they were quite brilliant in that first game. What a game that was. They lost the match eventually to UAE, 11 goals to 10. And Habtoor, who played very well against Ghantoot, just seemed to run out of steam. It was at this point that they got overrun by Ghantoot. They were good until the start of the fifth, and they ended up losing that 12 goals to 7. So both of these teams needing a victory. Here's Felix. Taps it back towards Capello, who's told to get on with it. It wasn't the best play, was it, between them? And Habtoor have the ball back here, and Haurechi is going through towards goal. Pulling the trigger there and firing one down. It's gone out a little bit to the left-hand side. Haurechi's backhander was good for angle, but not for power. Oh, a miscontrol from Essayin. But no damage done because Capello is there in defence. And Capello is supported here by Felix. Takes the ball across the field. Essayin now on the little chestnut with the white blaze. Will he go for the one down the boards out towards Garros? Aiti, near side. He's done well. Done really well. Vajuga sensed danger there as Essayin came through, and he's done a good job at mopping things up here for the red shirts of Habtoor. And now he's nudged it down the boards and asked that mare to go. Here comes Belti Vajuga pulling the trigger from range on the angle as he got it. He's wide right. There's the Polo Line app, Polo Line TV app. Enjoy the best of Polo. Download the app now. We're back in play. It's the big man Capello. Weaving out to the left-hand side there with a late change of direction is Felix Essayin. Goes first time towards Garros. Well positioned there is Haurechi. Oh, and a good lead, potentially a very good lead because Essayin had more momentum. And will he go through the challenge here of Haurechi? He has, you know. Where's that one going? Oh, unlucky. Out to the right and wide. And there's the replay. Juan Haurechi did enough, didn't he? He did enough. Still locked at 6-6. Little measured under the neck shot out towards Vajuga. Picks up the bouncing ball, Bouty, but didn't get much on it. And Capello has it back here for Abu Dhabi, but he's turned back into danger. And he's been stolen away by Vajuga. Picked up now by his younger brother, Lolo. Lolo putting the brakes on there and just easing this one around the corner. He's attracted the attentions of Felix Essayin, but got some support from Bouty. Bouty punching that one down inside the 30. And Lolo Vajuga, has he got the touch? Oh, he's gone across and wide. They want the whistle. They're appealing for the foul. But I hear no whistle. And in fairness, I'm quite sure what they're appealing for. There was a player there, but it looked like he had enough space to go to the ball. Either way, it's going to be a knock-in. Tense moments. 6-6. Not the cleanest contact. Mohammed looking over his shoulder, realising that he had an opportunity to get to the ball first. He's done well there, Mohammed Al Habtoor. But the attack has broken down. Garros, backed up by Essayin. Screaming for the foul there, but it looked like a clean ride-off on Vajuga. Felix. Didn't quite get all of that, did he? Capello might come in on the head-to-head. Thought about it. Haurechi's open backhander is out towards Belti Vajuga. And good defensive work from Ricardo Garros. Capello under his pony's neck up towards Fares. Felix wants the whistle. Essayin comes in, big bump there between Essayin and Haurechi. Felix Essayin with a nice little spin turn here. He's got a heavy ride-off coming in once again. Haurechi has it. Needs some support. Belti Vajuga, is he going to tuck in behind? I think he will. And Juan Haurechi decides to run it there. Picks up that one. Wants that ball to stay in play, of course. He might take the man and leave the ball here for Balti Bajuga, who goes near side. Bajuga coming through. Good work there on the near side from Essayin. Lolo is in the right place at the right time and fires that one down towards goal. This is into a very dangerous position. And Bajuga is up to Bajuga, and Bajuga may get the flick. Oh, Balti. Well, the pass was lovely, wasn't it? It was a lovely measured pass. And he got the ride off, but the first touch took it away from goal. The approach dropped him into the hot water, and he couldn't reverse it back towards goal. And the chance has slid past the post, and the umpires have decided after that long passage of play, they're going to blow the whistle. We've got 2:36 on the clock, and we're still locked at 6-6. Ricardo Garros, the number 2 there, coming out on the grey mare. He's had a really good game. Abu Dhabi sit and wait. They had obviously much closer to their pony lines. Habtoor just coming back now. So here we go. It's showtime. 2:36 on the clock. Who's going to come up with the winning goal? Capella. Taps it forward. The primary defender is Lola Bajuga. Capella fakes to run and leaves the ball there for Felix, who's tucked in behind. Well, they've made an absolute mess of it between the two of them. Essayin has lost the ball under his pony, and Lola Bajuga is there. Essayin is called out, and Lola shoots, and he has split the uprights. Nicely done. He got in between the two Abu Dhabi players, and they made a mistake from the back line. Lola Bajuga jumped all over it, and he has opened up an advantage here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds still on the clock here in the 5th. Habtoor 7, Abu Dhabi 6. Garros on the grey, escapes from the front of the throw-in. Can he find the cut shot around the corner? He's very good at this, but Bajuga's got plenty of horse. Look at that. Flying back in defence and getting a good ride off was Balti Bajuga. Lolo is there. His tail backhand has come up a tad short, and switching to the near side was Juan Jauretche right in front of the big man, Alfredo Capella. The two number 4s coming together. The umpires didn't like it. Let's see what they come up with here. Well, it's a spot hit in favour of Habtoor. Jauretche was good on the near side, set to play that backhander, and Capella obviously adjudged to have dragged his horse in late. So it will be Juan Jauretche. Anywhere down here will do for the Reds as it stands. Essayin decides to turn it. Time is of the essence here for Abu Dhabi. Felix found some space. He's gone past, well, there's only one red player between him and Faris Al-Yabouni, and he's duffed that ball and he's given it straight back to Juan Jauretche. Jauretche's open backhander is out towards Balti Bajuga. Oh, and Bajuga didn't quite get the contact he needed, and had that gone downfield, I think that might have been the end of the resistance of Abu Dhabi. But as it stands, it's Garros coming through the pack. It's Garros on the near side. Haiti Garros to equalise. He's only gone and done it. Well, well, well. A brilliant goal and an incredibly pressurised, well-timed goal by Ricardo Garros on the near side of his pony. And he has, in the dying embers of the fifth chukka, drawn Abu Dhabi level. 7-7. We need a result. Hooter goes, but of course we will continue. Who's got possession from this throw-in? Backhander comes in. Not sure if it was Lola Vajugo or Juan Jauregui. They both seem to go for that backhander at the same time. Garros. Oh, he's overcomplicated it slightly. It's getting nervy, isn't it? Felix has it. Essayin now, as the second Hooter goes. We are going to a sixth chukka, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant here between these two teams. And a late goal by Ricardo Garros has tied the match at sevens. They're going to nip off and we'll be back for golden goal. Well, welcome back, everybody, on Polo Line TV live stream. Welcome back to this sudden death, golden goal, next goal wins situation on the Sultan bin Zayed field. A late goal from Ricardo Garros has tied the match at sevens. Who's going to come up with that moment of magic? Both needing a win. It'll be a roll-in from the centre of the field. Comes ballooning up off the pony there of Garros, but he got well hooked by Bauti Bajuga. He's got some support here in the form of Capella. Capella coming through here on the grey. Farish doesn't know whether to stick or twist, and Garros couldn't quite get back to the ball. Bauti Bajuga comes around the corner. He's gone through the challenge there of Felix Essayin, and it's Bautista Bajuga glancing over his shoulder. He's got all the time to nudge this approach shot right into the centre of the goal. Bauti Bajuga surely from there will steady the pony and get the score, and in doing so, he wins the match for Habtoor. Well, there you have it. Cries of joy from the Habtoor corner. As we look at the replay there, it was beautifully judged, to be fair. He had a lot of time, but he kept his composure. The approach shot was absolutely on the money after the Abu Dhabi attack broke down and fizzled out. Felix Essayin came flying through, and once that ball was nudged under Essayin's stick, it was a matter of whether the number 3 for Habtoor could keep his composure, and he did so beautifully. He's won the match here, 8-7. Chucker by chucker, 2-2 at the end of the first, 3-3 at the end of the second, 5-4 at half-time in favour of the red shirts of Habtoor. But Abu Dhabi came back with 2 goals in the fourth and had tied the match. It was 6-6 and then 7-7. And there we have it, the golden goal going to Habtoor, and they win the match 8-7. A very, very tight contest. Mohammed's happy, and rightly so. Why wouldn't he be? Let's have a look at the goals of the match. As we see images of Mohammed Al Habtoor getting stripped down. Here we go. That was Lolo. Juan Jauretche opens up that little forehand flick and gets his angles to score there for Habtoor. This was the nice one, wasn't it? This is the one that they thought might have been out, definitely in, as you can see there. It did take a bounce to the right, but it was inside that right-hand post. Another good goal there by Lola Bajuga. Felix Essayin doing the damage. And Bauti Bajuga setting himself, threading that one through. Another one for Bartolome. And Ricardo Garros, this is the goal that tied the match and took us to overtime. Brilliant work there from Ricardo Garros. Super skills on the near side under pressure from Bajuga. And here is the winning goal. A glance over the shoulder. The approach shot was, well, doesn't look much better than that, does it? And despite the attentions of Garros flying back in defence, he couldn't stop Bauti Bajuga from scoring the winner. Match stats, field goals, just 2 for Abu Dhabi, 7 for Habtoor. Throw-ins, that was shaded by Abu Dhabi, 10 in their favour, just 7 to Habtoor. Fouls, 3-6, 5 out of 5 for the penalty spot from Capella for Abu Dhabi. None out of 1 for Habtoor. There was a corner, and it was converted via a deflection from a defender. That was Bauti Bajuga's corner off the stick of Vaiti Garros, and there were no yellow cards. So there's Juan Jauretche. We'll be very happy with that victory for Habtoor. Make sure you join us again on Tuesday, where we're going to be having an 8 p.m. local time match under the lights here from the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. That's 8 p.m. next Tuesday. Until then, it's goodbye.